From Azul Cosmetic Surgery and Medical Spa, Dr. Patrick Flaherty wants to meet you. He's got a couple cool sculpting seminars coming up. The first one, he wants to see you in Fort Myers. That's happening May 12th at 6 p.m. It's for liquid facelift. And a second seminar, a liquid facelift, is going to be in Bonita Springs, happening May 19th at 6 p.m. Here's Dr. Patrick Flaherty now. From Azul Cosmetic Surgery and Medical Spa, we are so happy to welcome back Dr. Patrick Flaherty. Good morning. Great to see
Stephanie.
you.
Good to see you.
We're so happy to have you back. You can enhance your natural shape and beauty with injectable fillers, along with Azul Cosmetic Surgery's newest techniques. Dr. Flaherty, a popular thing now is fillers. It's kind of all the rave right now. What are they all about?
Yeah, so fillers, part of aging is loss of volume from our face. We lose fat and we really deflate, like a balloon that loses air becomes saggy and wrinkled. And so now we have these injectable fillers that allow us to address these things: hollowness under the eyes, cheeks that become flat, frown lines around the mouth, or just loss of volume globally. And injectables have really been growing at a rapid rate because with small, quick injections in the office, you can restore that volume and some of that youthful beauty.
At what ages do you see people interested in using these? Is this
Well,
kind of all over the place?
It's all over. I mean, it starts in the 30s with dark circles under the eyes, and then of course progresses throughout our lives. So we have patients in their 80s coming in for fillers as well.
Incredible.
Yeah. So.
And then before the fillers, you guys, I would assume you use needles, right? What was the...
Yeah, so the traditional technique with fillers is to use needles, which allow you to accurately place the filler where you want it. The downside to needles is that needles are sharp, and so as we've gone from doing a little fillers to doing a lot of fillers, we find the risk of swelling and bruising has increased. And everybody loves the results, but nobody wants to have swelling or bruising. And so this new technique with cannulas, which are blunt tipped, is really on the rise, and for good reason, because these cannulas, although they're technically a little more difficult to work with, greatly reduce the risk of swelling and bruising.
Well, we have an interesting animation that will show exactly how it's done. Let's take a look at this video.
Yeah, so with a needle you can put the filler exactly where you want it, but the downside is illustrated here. If you hit a vessel and it's really just luck of the draw, because you can't see all these vessels under the skin, you're going to get some swelling and bruising. With the micro cannulas, what we have to do, we still have to use a needle to make a small puncture, but if you're just making a small puncture, you're not going to get bleeding. The cannulas are very flexible, and they'll just work around the tissue, even vessels. You can see these are so small and flexible that they won't disrupt the vessel, and so you don't get the bleeding or the swelling.
Well, you actually brought one of the needles with you today, and it's really amazing to see because you can bend it like you wouldn't believe it. Does that make it any less painful being flexible like that?
It does. In fact, you know, yesterday I was doing a patient's two patients'
right
lips.
there,
Here's the needle or the cannula, and you can see I'm putting my finger on it, and it's blunt, so it doesn't hurt at all, and you can see how flexible it is. So rather than cutting through tissue, it'll go around tissue, and that's the key. It's very atraumatic. And I've been amazed myself. I'm kind of a skeptic with new technology. I always have to prove it for myself. But I did two women's lips on Monday, and they had no anesthesia, just a small puncture wound here and here. We layered the filler in, and they said they hardly felt it at all. They called it a 3 or 4 out of 10. And typically lips can be very uncomfortable with needles. Not only uncomfortable, but you can get a lot of swelling and bruising. And they looked beautiful. They had no swelling, great contour, and minimal discomfort. So I'm a real believer.
Are there any side effects when it comes to the injectables?
Well, of course, there's always some risk of swelling and bruising, and even with the cannulas, we haven't eliminated that, but it's reduced it probably by about 80 or 90%. That's the main thing. You know, you can get a little swelling and discoloration, which gradually fades, but you can use makeup right away if you happen to get that. And
you talked about pretty much different ages from all over the board. Are these different areas on the face that you can get these injectables then?
Pretty much everywhere. I mean, wherever there's hollowness, so it can be temples, lower lid, cheeks, you know, around the mouth, not only lips, but frown lines and jawline. This illustrates kind of the cannula technique. So through selected little puncture wounds, you can really layer the whole face and add volume back to the whole face, which can give you a really nice comprehensive rejuvenation.
And is this something that can be done in your office as well?
Absolutely. There's no need for sedation or anesthesia for this. Come into the office, we use a little numbing cream for about 20 minutes, do these small little punctures and layer in the fillers, and that's it. You're good to go.
And again, the new technology, we're calling this cannulas, right?
Cannulas, yeah, blunt tip cannulas, which are really on the rise in popularity because they are safer and more effective.
So give Dr. Flaherty a call if you'd like to take advantage of this. For more information, you can always give him a call, stop by our office, or as always, check out our website if you have any questions. All you have to do is send us an email at feedback@fox4morningblend.com. And Dr. Patrick Flaherty has some special offers they would like to extend. For this month, you can get $100 off of Botox products and fillers, and that is with nurse injector Stein. And a second special offer, you can get 15% off for Mother's Day gift cards. You buy a $100 gift card, and then you get $15 for free. So that's a total of $115 to spend.
Okay, we may not have flying cars yet, but the technology you will see after the break will have you flying off your seats with disbelief. Up next, we unlock the technology of the future and what it will mean for your driving habits. Stay with us.